Hope, and I hope you're all doing well today. So, yesterday I actually filmed a whole video for like almost an hour, and you know what happened? I forgot to unclick, the check mark from my OBS to have it sound. So now it doesn't have any sound, and I'll have to refilm the whole thing. And so today I won't be filming the same video I was planning on filming. I already filmed yesterday, but because that one was like memes, and for memes I think it's the best if I just forget all the memes, and then when I read them I remember them again. So that's why actually I always select memes beforehand, then I forget all about them, and I don't know, a few days later I react to them. So for that I'll probably have to refilm it one day, but not today. Today we have malicious compliance, so we'll be reading Reddit posts. So I was inspired to read this malicious compliance post because last few days I was watching r/, and I'm watching r/, I'm binge watching his content for days now. And when I found him, actually I found him through malicious compliance because MK didn't have enough of them, and I was just malicious compliance, and then I was like, okay, let me click on that video, and then I clicked on another one, and then I suddenly just started watching all of his content. So I mean, I like malicious compliance so much, so why not read it myself, why only listen to it when I could also make content out of it? So I found a few posts, and I'm gonna be reading it today to you. So just sit back, relax, or I don't know, stand up and go do the work you do, because I know I usually do that with videos like this. I just go around and do stuff, and I don't know, clean my room, or draw, or whatever I have to do that day, maybe cook, bake, whatever. Yeah. This first post was posted by Isaac17, and the title is "Share a hotel room with a co-worker unless you have a doctor's note." Short but sweet. Many months ago, I traveled for work, and as a part of this travel, my role had me speaking at a conference and doing workshops. Part of the company policy for this company required that any corporate event, conferences held by the company, if we wanted to go, we had to share a room with the same-sex co-worker. You could choose not to go, but if you went, you had to bunk up, unless you had a doctor's note. So, I booked an appointment with my GP. We had a great relationship after having spent a lot of time there over health scare a few years back. When I explained the situation to him, he gladly wrote me a note. OP has a medical condition that would prevent him from sharing a room with anyone. This condition cannot be disclosed due to HIPAA law. That was the gist of it, although way more eloquent. That note stayed on the file for next 3 years that I worked there. Co-workers would always ask how I was able to have a room by myself, and I would look sadly, point my face to the ground, shake my head slightly, and say, "I have a medical condition." Surprisingly, no one else bothered to get a note. I mean, yeah, that is a really good way to do it. What does it even mean, okay, have a condition? No, okay, this was really smart, you just get... Reminds me of one other story I saw in malicious compliance. There was an old lady that wanted to drink some water during work because when she took her meds, her mouth became really dry and she needed to drink water, and she wasn't allowed to. And then she was basically told, just get a medical note saying that you can drink water. And then that her doctor just wrote that same note for everyone who worked there, so everybody could drink water. Because let's be honest, that is so stupid. Why can't you drink water? Water is important. And people can just think, no, you can't drink water while on work. That is so stupid. But yeah, okay, let's see the next one. Yay. Pay me 3 hours to save 39 cents? Deal. This was posted by Love of Spreadsheets. For background, it's important to know that when I travel for work, I charge at most 8 hours, even if the travel day is longer. But if it's not an 8-hour travel day, I'm expected to log in and work up to 8 hours. Super fair. sarcastically. Additionally, the travel booking tool flags your ticket and notifies your manager if it deems your selected flight is not the cheapest reasonable option. I've never actually had a manager decline one of my choices, but the system was dumb. This time I invoked malicious compliance. Instead of a almost 3 hours non-stop home, the system told me I should take the lower cost, one stop, at a travel time of almost 6 hours, with saving me 39 cents. Instead of getting more work done, I got paid an extra 3 hours to watch some extra shows on my iPad and had some extra meal on the company travel allowance at the airport, which was around $30 value. Delicious compliance. Save a penny, lose a pound. That's how the saying goes, right? Yeah. This next post was posted by Kenda Dashin. I'm sorry if I butchered the name. Calling me on a day off? Cha-ching! This happened well over a year ago, but as a unionized employee, I get every third Friday off. On one day off, I'm playing some video games and get a text from the boss. I know it's your day off, but whatever, that's easy to ignore. But then I get a second text, and after I ignore that, I get a call. I know it's your day off, but our phones are down. Me, no worries, I'll handle it. We hung up and I call our phone provider. I'm the IT guy here, and this isn't my first call to them. So I literally have their service department saved in my phone. So I call, I register the problem, and they say they'll look into it. I provide them with my boss's name and extension, and call to him when it's fixed. I then call my boss back and let him know that they'll have him ASAP. But now for the malicious compliance bit. Our contact stipulates a minimum call-in of 4 hours, meaning they cannot pay me less than 4 hours for a day, unless it is by my own choosing. Which, let's be honest, who would choose that? But wait, there's more. We also have an overtime clause that pays overtime at 150%. And lastly, we have a clause that says overtime must be approved by the boss, or else it's a 1-to-1 time off in lieu, which you can take at 1-to-1 ratio. i.e., if I decide that the weekend is a good time for service updates, I don't need to ask for approval, but my 2 hours of work only translates to 2 hours of paid time off elsewhere. Combine all this in a delightful patch and you get a 10-minute call that results in 6 hours of banked time off. That sounds so amazing to just like... And that's people why you unionize, you know? No, seriously, unions are good because, as the saying goes... Wait, I'm gonna Google the saying. So, the saying goes, together we bargain, divided we beg, and they obviously bargained for real nice stuff. Well, you know what, OP? I think it's still malicious compliance since, as he said, the employee called you, they probably expected 15 minutes of work and now you're paid for 6 hours, so that's great. Okay, so he didn't have to physically go to work, but you know, still, if you have like some plans, then sometimes even 15 minutes of work can ruin everything, so I think that's fair. This next post was posted by Vio Amethyst. If you're late to school, you get half an hour of detention. This policy was enacted by my high school in my last few years. Once classes started, the gates were shut, and if you arrived late, you had to sign in at the office. This gave them a list of kids to pick up at the end of the day and would have to sit in detention for half an hour. But it was only ever half an hour, no matter how late you were. Cue me and my best friend enjoying our extended lie-ins in the morning, then walking into town to hit up McDonald's or Subway for breakfast, before casually strolling in between 2 and 3 hours late, signing in and just happily accepting the extra half an hour detention at the end of the day. It took them a full month to catch on to us, at which point the late policy was changed and we were given a full week's worth of detention each, which A, absolutely did not make up for the time lost, and B, was well worth it for the best month of high school we ever had. It's safe to say that 2 rebel teenagers won that round. My only question is, you still have to, learn all the stuff. And in my high school, we had a teacher that, well, basically he said, like, you can go, you'll still be signed as if you're here, so there's literally no reason for you not to go. But I don't think anyone ever left the class, if I remember correctly. Oh, and here we have a not-so-slender man who commented on this with their own story. My school was the same, but no penalty for being absent. The power went out in the middle of the night once, so our alarms didn't go off. My mother drove me to school to sign me in, and then the receptionist told me to wait in chair outside the dean's office so I could get my detention slip. My mother questioned this and was told the policy. She asked what was the consequence for not coming into school at all, and the lady told her there wasn't one. She scratched my name off the sign-in sheet and took me back home for the day. I mean, yeah, what did you expect? That is such a stupid policy, honestly. Okay, and this is the last one. This was posted by Don't Touch Granddad. Just book a car out. Great idea! I work in a large organization within a team that is on the road and on the move almost full time. Naturally, we have a car assigned to our team. That was until a few fleet managers started and decided that we should instead be utilizing the car booking system and sold our car. The car booking system is basically this. If you have a take-home vehicle as part of your package, you must have it on the car booking system so that anyone who may need a vehicle to run an errand can book a car and take it. Guess who has a take-home vehicle? The fleet manager. So we started booking it out full-time, and when he needs to run an errand, he has to book someone else's car. He officially hates us and definitely knows we are being malicious, but he can't really do anything about it. I mean, wait. Yep, it was his decision, so I mean, look, that's, that's why they say be careful what you wish for. The fleet manager was the one who decided on this, so his problem, he has to deal with it. Well, thank you for watching this far. Well, this is all for today, and yeah, this is just like all the malicious compliance. So I just saved a few posts, and I hope you like them. I know it's a little bit different than my usual content, but since I usually just read out memes, but we'll just see, because like I am only starting out with my YouTube, so who knows when I'll be in a few years, let's say, I could be doing completely different content, probably not, because I do kind of really like this content and all that, but yeah. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, give it a like. If you didn't like it, I don't know, give it a dislike. I'm not quite sure if dislikes help but I mean, especially right now that I'm still a really small channel, just like, if you have some friends and you like my videos, share with them. But yeah, I'll just continue improving. I'll take that 1 hour video that I filmed and without sound, I'll take it as a lesson to, I don't know, always triple check the sound, and I don't know, I guess I at least probably learned something from there, because still, if you just film yourself, you still, learn. You don't get experience from posting, you get experience from filming, from editing, from all that. You don't get experience from, I don't know, the commentaries. But yeah, thank you for watching this far. With your help, I'll leave Earth in no time.